Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing absolutely wonderful today. Uh, we have some rain. Oh, and it's pretty wonderful. Of course, I'm under the gazebo, but I have my umbrella nearby. I'm going to need it as soon as I walk out of here. Hope everyone's doing fantastic today. A quick visual descriptor. I have long brown hair, glasses, black shirt. I'm wearing bracelets, coffee mug in hand, with the trees behind me, and I am in the gazebo in the public park space. The river is not too far away, and we have this falling rain. There are some birds singing, but not too many, not too many. Just, well, okay, maybe they're picking up a bit. Maybe they're picking up a bit. I hope you have your coffee, tea, whatever it may be, whatever gets your day going, whatever makes your day wonderful. I have coffee in hand, and it's pretty good right now. It is pretty good. I'm coming to you via Restream and joining you right now on Twitch, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. If you're looking to get into live streaming, consider using Restream. It's an absolutely wonderful software. So many tools, really excellent. I can't recommend it enough. This coffee is really good right now. I need a little bit of comfort. The rain has added some peace to the day, but it just makes me feel like I should cozy up in a chair next to a little fireplace or something. Or maybe sit in a rocking chair on a porch and just enjoy the sounds and the happiness of the rain. I don't know. Yeah, that's what my mind goes to right now. Sitting on a rocking chair on a porch, watching the rain fall, sipping on a cup of coffee. That peaceful, relaxed state would be absolutely marvelous. I'm here today to talk to you about self-expression while we share our time outside here. And self-expression, pretty huge. And when we don't express ourselves and our thoughts and our feelings and what's inside, sometimes we end up repressing really important parts of ourselves, which can be very unfair to us and our well-being, our health. In a lot of ways, self-expression is self-care. We're sharing with the world who we are, and by doing so, we're being a more complete version of ourselves. And there is a tendency for us to be compartmentalized by life. Be one person while you're at work, be another one while you're at home, be one person when you're out amongst strangers, be a different person when you're amongst friends. Be one part of you in your career and a different part in your hobbies. A lot of this is, well, kind of hard to avoid. It's subtly encouraged that we should repress certain aspects of our personality, of what we think and what we feel. We're encouraged to act professionally, which oftentimes hinders our ability to speak our mind plainly. And there's a lot of good reason for it, obviously. I mean, if everyone was simply expressing their thoughts and feelings, well, then we'd have an honest world. Maybe that's a bit of a cynical take. But at the end of the day, self expression is fundamentally important for you, for me, for all of us. sharing our point of view, sharing who we are. And self-expression can come in so many different forms. For example, my bracelets, it's a form of self-expression. I'm expressing aspects of myself. I like these bracelets, so I wear these bracelets. The umbrella that I carry almost every day, that umbrella is both being prepared for bad weather, but it's also a form of self-expression. I'm expressing an aspect of myself walking with the umbrella. Good morning over there on Twitch. So glad you can join us. Always happy to have you here. Self-expression truly has many forms in many different modes by which we convey our thoughts, our feelings, and our inner aspects. And it's one thing that we most certainly should be doing more often, as opposed to keeping our inner world locked away. We most certainly should share it. And if you are an artist or a creative individual, a content creator, or even an entrepreneur, you should really consider self-expression. And self-expression can come through with our logos, our color palettes for our website, just as much as it can come through with our paintings and our writing and our posts and our music. Self-expression, it's a huge thing. It's hard to define. But if you wake up in the morning and what you want to do is sit down, write a little story about your dreams, or you get home at the end of the day, you want to sit down in a chair and play guitar, or you want to publish a novel, create a website, start a live stream, recite poetry on stage. We should be encouraging one another to take these paths, to take these roads, to follow our inner desires and our inner voice. And it's that inner voice that truly is the expression inside us that we need to release. That voice that says, the sky can be red, and flowers can grow on the surface of a lake. That voice that says, that's wrong when you see something you disagree with. Or that's right when you find a place that you fit. And self-expression, though in a lot of ways we consider it a unique aspect of ourselves, is also a bonding aspect. We can find communities where people have similar self-expressions to ourselves. We can find found family, create our own friend groups, our own group of peers. We can find our place in the world. And as artists, oftentimes, it can be difficult to find where you fit within the art world. I'm not sure how many people experience this, but I'm sure some of you have. Oftentimes, because of our self-expression, we might not fit neatly into the little cup that's built for the form of self-expression we partake in. An abstract artist isn't just an abstract artist. They're perhaps surrealist or expressionistic. Maybe they are dabbling in cubism. Maybe you're a digital artist. And because of these additional pieces, you can't just put them in abstract artists and then assume they're part of a larger community of abstract artists, they need to find their own niche. We all need to find our own areas and groups. And if you're a multidisciplinary, a multi-disciplined artist, maybe you fit many places, or maybe there's an area that does match with what you do. Self-expression helps us truly get out our own inner thoughts, our own creativity, our own concepts and ideas, but it also is incredibly valuable in regard to helping us find our communities, our group, the people that we can converse with, share with, dream with. Maybe that community is a community of just one trusted person. Maybe that community is your actual family. Maybe that community is the band you play with and the bands they're friends with. Maybe that community is a handful of galleries where people display similar work to yours. But let's dial backward for a moment. When it comes to self-expression and creativity, lean in to your self-expression. Be willing to speak your mind and to share your dreams and passion. Be willing to put yourself out there without the risk related to sharing our inner thoughts and our inner hearts. We won't find people who our work resonates with. Now, you can go the safe route and express just enough to find an audience, but you might not find community. And there's always going to be a part of you that will regret not sharing more. Sometimes you'll hear the word sellout when it comes to art. You're selling out. But what does that even mean? What does that even mean? I think, in some cases, what it means is not being genuinely who you are. And latching on to something you can do that isn't honest. It's just something you can do. You're good at it. You do it. You're going to make money doing it. And in a lot of ways, that can be success. So selling out isn't actually not being successful. You can be incredibly successful. So I think there is a stigma attached to this concept that we should wipe away. I don't think that we should be so hard on people for selling out, for being successful in a way that allows them to be comfortable. But I would push on anyone who takes comfort over self-expression to be willing to share who they really are. I know I've said a lot today. It's been a bit of a conversation, but the truth is, I just want you to share your voice, your imagination, and your passion with the world. I continue to try to do better with sharing my passions with the world. And I continue to try to do better expressing how I feel and what I think. And these expressions, for all of us, can change and evolve over time. And that's fine. But we must be willing to be ourselves in our art, in our career, in our passion. Now, get yourself an extra cup of the day. You deserve one. most certain. I think a lot of us have earned an extra cuppa lately. And of course, enjoy your day. Now, before I get going, I am going to be sharing one thing. There's going to be a link somewhere nearby for my art workshop, the Art of Feeling Abstract Expression Art Workshop. The next one is on June 18th, which is just a couple weeks away. All right. So the next one is on June 18th. Now, in the Art of Feeling, it's all about expressing an internal sense, internal sensations, feelings, emotions, sometimes things that have no name, and translating those into abstract painting, formless, shapeless, but containing so much. Maybe there are shapes which have no relation immediately to anything other than what you feel and think at that time. And perhaps it's just a field of color. And that's also fine. A giant field of color, maybe with a single dot in the center. There is no one way to express yourself, and there's no one way to create abstract paintings. So no matter what level of experience you have, never painted before or been painting for years, maybe you're a career artist, maybe you're a hobby artist, whatever you might be, you are welcome at the Art of Feeling, and there are things to be gotten from it, things to be learned. What usually happens is there's a little bit of art history, we cover some techniques, there's going to be some discussion, and then there's free painting where we'll have prompts, and it's a whole lot of fun. Um, and I've been enjoying each and every one so far. I've been enjoying everything that you all create when you come. So please consider signing up. I'm running the Art of Feeling until the end of this year, every third Saturday of the month. But the next one is on June 18th. So consider signing up. We're going to have a great time. There is a recommended list of supplies on the listing on Eventbrite. And there's also a link there so you can go to my Amazon storefront to buy some budget supplies. But as always, let me remind you, you only need something to paint with, something to paint on, and some paint. So anything you bring is perfectly fine. And if you don't have the paint brushes that we're talking about at the time, express yourself and use what is at hand. Now, thank you so much for being here today. I am going to be getting out of here. You've all been absolutely wonderful. Get your cuppa, be excellent, and I'll see you all again real soon. Bye, everybody.